What's going on, you nerds? I stole the mic from Jason because, Jason doesn't know much about toys anyway, but I then traded him out for a different Jason. This is going to be old Jason from Spero Toys. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I see we're at a convention today. This is going to be, Dallas Fan Expo? It's probably one of those.
That's it.
Cool. We've got the Animal Warriors of the Kingdom line. If you guys follow alternate heads, you'll know that I've talked about this like 3 years now, something like that. When this Kickstarter first came out, I was blown away. I don't do a lot of animal humanoid style figurines, but I loved the design of Pale immediately. So I backed it immediately. I told Jason about it, and Jason's like, they're not going to be that great. And then I brought them, and he was like, so I'm going to buy them. So pretty much that's how it's going. And you got Wave 3's about to come out?
Yeah, it's already shipped. I think from what I understood, it's like 25 days on the water. So hopefully by the end of October, early November, we'll have Wave 3 in hand. So what we have at the table is Wave 1 and 2, which is essentially the Kickstarter waves.
Yeah.
So we're moving forward into waves of 4 figures from now on.
One of the things that I really liked about the figures is the amount of accessories that you brought in, because one of the big things about certain mainline figurines that we love to collect is there's not a whole lot going on. But then when you brought in these lines and I opened up my boxes, I had way too many swords that I knew what to do with.
It was important for us to have, we wanted to have 3 accessories. Some of them have more than 3 accessories, but we were set on having at least 3 accessories, and that doesn't include the extra hands that come with them. So yeah.
Yeah, everything about this line, and these all came from a comic too, and you had 4-inch figures as well?
Yeah, we started off with the comic book in 2011, and then I kind of dipped my toe in the action figure world with the 4-inch scale. And then we were set up to do Toy Fair around COVID time, and that got canceled. And I thought, well, let's try a 6-inch scale. So we did the 6-inch scale, and then we rebooted the comic along with the 6-inch format, and it all kind of took off from there.
It's fantastic. One of the things that I liked about these figures, when it comes to a lot of different toy lines like this, is the type of material you guys use.
Right.
But these things, they hold their poses. They've got great articulation.
Very toyetic.
I loved the idea that one of the things, we have a figure over here on the table where you have the little tiny plug that goes into the back that's removable.
That was a last minute idea that I had. I thought, we want them to be able to store it on their back. Can we do, I even mocked it up in Photoshop. It wasn't even like a sculpt. And our project manager was like, yeah, we could do that. And I was like, oh, thank God. Because it was last minute. They were done most of the tooling and whatnot. And I have to give it to our project manager for just doing great with all the material types. I know what I want the movement to be, but it's getting all that skirting and stuff to move correctly. That's all him. So he's got a really, really great knowledge of all that stuff.
So the Kickstarter obviously did well since we got figures Wave 1 and 2. I already have all of mine. I love my Pale, as I've already told you before, because I just love that design.
Right.
And now we have Wave 3 and then soon to be Wave 4. Where can they find them now?
So you can pre-order Wave 3 and 4 on our website, sperotoys.com. You can get them on Amazon.com, BigBadToyStore.com. If you want to go into your comic shops, I think Wave 3 will be listed starting in November, and Wave 4 will be a little closer to the new year. So
what kind of plans do you have coming up for some of these figurines?
So a lot of it's brand awareness. We all kind of take it, we take for granted that we all know Batman and all know Spider-Man and the Ninja Turtles and whatnot. So what our goal right now is to kind of raise awareness about the brand and let people know about it. We feel that a lot of people, once they figure out what it is, they'll really enjoy the line. It's just a matter of getting, cutting through all the crazy competition that we've got out there. It's interesting. It's always interesting. You can't really compete with Batman and Spider-Man, but you can go and kind of introduce this stuff to Masters of the Universe fans or Thundercats, or there's a really cool fantasy line coming up called Savage Crucible.
Yeah.
All that stuff pairs really well. If you're into fantasy or just having fun in general, this is something that I think will get toy collectors and comic readers both interested.
I agree. One of the big things that got me when I first looked at them, even though I knew nothing about the material, was just if it looks cool,
right,
I want it.
Right, exactly.
And it looked cool, which is also the same thing you were talking about Savage Crucible. We just got through with talking about doing an interview with them as well.
Yeah.
And we immediately got drawn by the way those figures looked.
Right, they look amazing.
That's what happened here. And then you've got the big boy.
Yeah, so this was our last stretch goal from the Kickstarter. I didn't think we were going to make it. It got unlocked on the last day. I think it's one of those standout figures that even if you're not collecting anything else in the line, the figure is so compelling that you're like, I'll figure out a way to work this into the line, you know?
Oh, absolutely. And then in Wave 4, you have an army builder of that one coming out, aren't you?
An army builder in Wave 3. So it'll be like a gray version of that, which is on here. But yeah, we'll be introducing more deluxe figures and different kind of body types and stuff. So we got a bunch of exciting stuff coming up. We're working with other IPs and other additional ideas that we have. So we got a bunch of fun stuff coming out. We're super excited about.
I'm super excited as well, considering you and I have talked over like Instagram and socials for so many years now. So it's great to finally see you in person. It's great to see the line succeeding. I'm really happy about it. It's great talking to you, man.
You too, man. Appreciate it.
You too.
Thank you very much.